I remember my first day. No, sorry, I'm too excited.
What happened?
My first week, when I joined ISIS Enterprise 9 years ago, I was working with university clients and also started working in the Middle East at the time, and then now working with Oxentia, still working with clients all over the world, and with the university sector especially, the changes I've seen over time. So at the time, in my first day, there was no knowledge exchange framework, and now that's in place.
No, I don't remember my first day, but I remember the Friday before my first day, because Steve phoned me up on that day to ask if I would go to South Africa that weekend to start delivery on a new project.
Trial by fire.
Yeah, but fortunately that project didn't come through, so I didn't have to fly to South Africa on my first day. But it was like 6 weeks later I went to Turkey to deliver training. So yeah, travelled quite a lot in pre-pandemic days.
We did, didn't we?
Yeah.
My first trip abroad was to Malta, which was a pretty exciting place to go, actually. It's kind of exotic and unusual. But I do remember my first project, Alex, was working with you and Steve when I came in as an associate, so not a full-time employee, but we bring in these associates to be experts on projects. And you guys needed somebody who had experience with software commercialization, and came in and did a value proposition template for a project with you and Steve. Probably the first one we've done, and many years later done 1 million of those now. But yeah.
And that one was with Malaysia?
With Malaysia, yeah. So the materials that we use with entrepreneurship programs, I'm seeing that some of those we're now using with academics inside the technology transfer and commercialization process. So the techniques that we use to help develop an entrepreneurial or startup idea, we're now using some of those same techniques to help shape a commercialization project. At least I am anyway.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. No, I think
yeah.
So you're seeing that kind of convergence of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think another area where things have changed recently is around the types of projects that we support. So it used to only be around STEM, but now it's a lot more around shape, the social sciences.
Something else going to differ from that.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
Only because, yes, it seemed to be, it wasn't, IP policies used to be more related to STEM, but I think we were working with academics and researchers who wanted to engage with the office, even in social sciences, but it just wasn't labelled before.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Because we were working with quite a few universities in the past where we were working in the social sciences area, but in the last couple of years with the funding, yes, shape is definitely put on a
raise the profile,
raise the profile.
But as that profile is raised, our client base has gone from individual academics to entire institutions.
Yes.
So things change.
Yes.
As it becomes more important.
Yeah.
I think it's got to be part of the variety of the different projects that we do.
Yeah, the variety.
It's short-term projects from a couple of weeks long to year, 2-year projects. I mean, some of our clients we've been with for like 8 years now.
Yeah.
We work all over the world. The amount of countries we've been to is astonishing. And we're starting to do that again now, post-pandemic. So the variety, I think.
Yeah. So what gets me up in the morning, I think, is the diversity of the projects that we work on, and also the diversity of the people that we interact with. So different researchers, different entrepreneurs. They've all got different the research themes we work across, from life sciences through to educational programs, supporting them in whether they want to try and set up a spin out, if they want to set up a social enterprise. We've had loads of opportunities as well, working with large charities, charitable organisations.
I agree with you guys. The variety, I think, is a big part of what makes the job fun and exciting. the international travel, the range of projects, range of clients. I think because we have that breadth of work that we work on, it feels like we're always getting the chance to learn. And that's probably one of the things I like the most about it, is you're always kind of learning new things, and you're kind of seeing these trends across different areas of work, and kind of understanding the breadth of what good practice can look like, or kind of where there's new themes or trends emerging, or whatever it is. And yeah, I like that bit.
Part of what we do that's really rewarding is because every time we do something, things always change and we find better ways of doing it. We're always improving our processes and our approaches to supporting our clients. So that we spend quite a lot of time on our own product development, and we have small teams that we work together on particular focus areas, and that's really interesting as well.
Yeah.
It keeps the company growing and delivering more value for different clients.
Yeah.
I think with our team, and then with our associate base as well, we're large enough that we can support this number of projects. We're small enough as an internal company that we've got a really great team of colleagues that we all know well. I think I've made quite a few friendships while I've been working at Oxentia.
Yeah. I think I really enjoy the scoping studies and the benchmarking research. So where we get to either you go into an institution and you chat with a bunch of their different stakeholders to find out, what's working, what's not working, the vision, the strategy, and you kind of compile that down into some recommendations, something like that, or doing benchmarking research where you go out and you look at numbers of different programs or offerings, and you kind of figure out what's interesting about them and compare them. You kind of get to learn what good practice looks like in an area. That's really interesting to me. No, I know what you mean though. It's, you come in and it's a kind of a comfortable, informal environment, but still has, the air of professionalism, and, we know where to draw the line, I guess.
It's
I think
it's
we're
not
a friendly bunch.
Friendly, that's
friendly.
the word.
It's not so uptight that you can't ask, your colleagues and friends for help, and that means that work gets done to the best possible standards, I guess. I guess if there's one trend that I would like to predict, it's greater international presence.
I think that pre-pandemic we did have a larger international client base in addition to our UK base. Our UK base has remained stable. I see that growing in the future, and I think that the international base will start to grow as well.
A lot of our work will follow policy and funding trends, right?
Yeah.
So when there's sort of shifts in the priorities that our clients have, then our work kind of shifts to align to their needs, right? So to the degree that we know what the direction of policy and the funding and research landscape is heading, we can predict it, but it is always a little bit of a wait and see, I guess, to some degree.
I think we'll
It's
continue.
probably not the great way to end that sentence, but
I think that we will continue to expand in our training programs, and I think that we will also grow in terms of the strategic work that we're offering to our university clients in particular.
yeah, that's true. So the strategic work we do, that's probably the bit that's most influenced by change in policy and funding. And so being able to offer something to the clients and help them adapt their approach as the landscape changes will definitely be stuff we'll continue to do.